As I sat and waited, eventually a tiny plane turned up on the ramp at JFK, and it was pretty clear that was going to be my ride up to Saranac Lake. Cape Air's Cessna 402 looks absolutely tiny taxiing among the giant planes here at JFK, but pretty soon it was time to go and get on board. And so we all squeezed onto the tiny Cessna as the engine started, and we started our taxi out to the runway here at JFK. Taking off from JFK in such a small plane was such a really cool experience. I really enjoyed it. This was by far the longest flight on the trip, at 1 hour and 53 minutes from wheels up to wheels down. We left the sunshine of New York City behind and headed up towards the north of New York State, where it got quite cloudy underneath us. As much as that tight connection in Saranac Lake had been worrying me, what was starting to worry me even more was whether we'd even get to land in Saranac Lake in the first place. The weather was absolutely dreadful and they were in the middle of a snowstorm. We came in for the instrument approach on one runway before doing a circle to land, coming into land visually from the other direction. The terrain did seem really close to us as we started to turn around to come back into land. I was really pleased that we managed to land here at Saranac Lake in the end, and as we taxied into the terminal there were huge snowdrifts at the side of the taxiway which just seemed unreal. The thing that was really cool here though was the terminal building, which was like a little ski lodge up here in the mountains. It turned out that my amazing wife Rachel had managed to figure out that my flight was delayed and called ahead to let them know so that they'd still let me on the plane. Alright, that was pretty fun, but we've landed now here at Saranac Lake in the Adirondack region of New York. One more leg to go. Let's get to Boston. So with the airport manager's confidence that we'd get there safely kind of in my mind, we'd walked across the ramp to get on board the tiny Cessna for the last leg of the great Essential Air Service adventure. And once the pilots had managed to start the engines, it was time to say goodbye to Adirondack Airport and head on our way for the last leg of this journey to Boston, Massachusetts. Flight time for this leg was 53 minutes. Honestly, this adventure has been just amazing fun, and yes, I am a little bit sad I didn't get to do all of the Essential Air Service flights that I set out to do, but equally I'm quite happy with the ones I did do. And as we started our approach down into Boston, I was pretty pleased that I'd actually managed to at least start and end this journey on the Essential Air Service. So in the end, my flight up to Boston only ended up landing about 22 minutes late, which wasn't too bad. It had everything that I love about the Essential Air Service: a really cool plane, an awesome airport, and a fantastic landing up there. Alright, we did it. Welcome to Boston. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.